Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Velvet Wave Shinobi, your favorite Minecraft gamer martial arts waver. And I'm bringing you another episode of my Revisit and Redesign series where we're going to be doing a little bit of spawn proofing around the Nether Fortress. But not just any spawn proofing, we're going to kick it up and do a little extreme spawn proofing, as I like to call it. Heading outside, wait a minute, hold on. Is that my allay? What is my allay doing in the Nether? In a previous video, I built a whole farm with this thing closed in. All right, hold on. Now that we got this guy back home, let's go pick up some glass, and then we're gonna head back to the Nether. So in a previous video, if you guys remember, I was looking to make a blaze farm. But in reality, I actually need blaze and wither skeletons. So we're gonna do kind of a Nether Fortress farm instead. Now to start off, I'm gonna level everything out and take out all these walls along the side of the bridge. The main reason for doing this is that on Bedrock, a lot of these spawning platforms for some of these mobs could be under the walls or on top. By evening it out, I'll be able to see where they spawn and set up my trident killers later. Also, I'm encasing everything in glass because if I do this, there's least chance that anything except maybe a ghast will pop up behind me and hit me. If a ghast pops up, I can hear it and turn around and move. Not so much with a wither skeleton or something like that. This is actually a double smart plan because by doing this, I can see where mobs are going to spawn elsewhere while I'm on the bridge. And this is gonna come in handy later for my extreme spawn proofing that I was telling you guys about. So over here, I'm setting up a little cubby hole. Gotta have a little safe space for you to go to when you're doing your builds. Nothing fancy at all here. Now once I got my little cubby hole all built, we're gonna move on to the next part of the extreme spawn proofing I was telling you about earlier. We're gonna be using beds to blow up the areas instead of spawn proofing it with buttons, slabs, or anything like that. I figured this way, since I have a wool farm that's always overflowing, it'd be a fun way to not only spawn proof, but get rid of some of the extra material. But you would definitely want to have some fire resistant potions and a totem of undying, because as you're about to see, it can be dangerous.
A few moments later. It was at this moment he knew. He messed up.
This is where I take a hot sauce bath. Now I can't lie, even though you saw me drink the fire resistance potion, I definitely kind of panicked a little bit. But when you're doing this, if you have everything that I mentioned before and a couple of blocks, you just gotta find the bottom of the lava and build back up to the top. Okay, well, now that I'm down here, let me go ahead and put a little glass platform down just to be safe. Even though I have totems, I don't want to do that too often. And really, I planned on putting glass down here anyway, at least under the bridge for the trident farm and the item collection system. This way I still get to let the light through and the look of the lava, as well as not really destroy the atmosphere of the Nether, even though I'm kind of destroying the atmosphere of the Nether. Yeah, at this point with totems and a safety platform, I was kind of being a little reckless. But then again, at this close of a distance to the lava, you really don't have enough time to activate your elytra. So it is kind of better to have a safety platform. As you'll see in a little bit, when you get higher up, you can play things a little bit differently. But for now, let's get back to blowing up stuff. So I kind of ran out of glass and had to go back to the overworld to get some more glass, as well as get some sugarcane for rockets. Even though I don't have a sugarcane farm yet, this little patch gets me a stack and a half of sugarcane every time I come down to harvest it. And at my mob farm, all the gunpowder I need to make some rockets. Once my little grocery run was done, I came, dropped off the rockets, and then it was time to get back to blowing up the nether. So, up here was the big platform I showed you guys in the previous video. This is actually where a lot of mobs have been spawning whenever I was on the bridge. I did a couple fly-throughs and a little bit, oh my God. Okay. Sorry about that, had to pepper a little steak as I like to call it. But anyway, this platform is where a lot of different mobs like to spawn. I noticed it every time I came on the bridge, and this is really gonna make it hard for me to make this farm efficient. So I'm gonna take advantage of this natural line right here and kind of disconnect this island from the mainland. I think pretty much from here I should be good for everything in this range to prevent any other mobs from spawning while I get my nether farm set up. I'm also gonna try to be a little bit more cautious with the beds here because I don't want to have to keep flying around every time I fall or get hurt to get a new totem. Wait a minute. Don't want to get hot sauce on my feet. And ironically enough, this floating island had a lot of lava inside of it. But anyway, back to the bed montage. So after blowing up a few beds, I decided, hey, let's kick it up a notch. Why not try to get the flying jellyfish of the nether to help me blow up this island? I get to keep blowing some stuff up, as well as have a little bit of fun taunting these cat jellyfish cannon thingies that fly around in the nether. Now the only problem is, they lose focus so quickly. He only got one shot and then disappeared. So it was back to beds. Now, fun fact with the bed. If you guys are noticing, by being a level or two down from the bed, wait a minute, gas. Ow! Hold on, let's try that again. Okay, come on, one more shot. What? Oh my God, again. Anyway, if you're a block or two, wait a minute, hold on. See, mobs are everywhere. See, this is why I gotta get rid of this floating landmass, because it's spawning too many mobs and I can't even get a thought out without something spawning and trying to hit me. So, what I was trying to say was that when you're blowing up beds in the nether, as long as you're a few blocks below the bed when it explodes, you actually will take little to almost no damage. If you guys look at the hearts when I blow up a bed compared to when I started off in the beginning on the smaller landmass by the bridge, I'm only taking a half a heart, if any, damage every time I blow up a bed, just from being a block or two below it, along with the distance behind it. Now, I hope you guys have been keeping count on how many beds it's taken us to explode this landmass so far. Cause we're what, not even halfway there? Okay, good, another gas. Let's see what we can get. One shot, let's get another one. No. Every time. Okay, all right, never mind. Back to the beds. Nothing like a little third-degree burn to make everything a little interesting in the morning. Wait a minute, this is the nether. Is there a morning in the nether? Question for another day. Ooh, here's a good one. Come on, buddy, give me another good shot. He's still shooting. Okay, cool. I just got to keep bobbing and weaving. And hopefully he hits more of the land and not me. I'll take that. 10 blasts? Yeah, that's good. That's what you call doing your job. He came to play. Yeah, so it doesn't work too much if you're above the blast. As you guys saw, I lost what, 2-3 hearts? And literally set me on fire, and I only lost half a heart. The other half came from fire damage. And let's go ahead and get you guys away from my chest. Yeah, they were standing near my cubbyhole area. Can't be having that round here. Maybe it's time we get another bed count going. How many beds has it taken so far? Alright, cool. So we at 26 so far? So how about this? Let's play a game. The first person to comment how many beds it took me to blow up the island in the comments, I'm gonna let you pick whatever farm or build that I design or build next if I don't already have one made somewhere. Yeah, thinking back on it, in theory, using the gas to help me blow up this island was a good idea, but in practice, not so much. These things are really hard to keep them on target. And some more lava in this floating island out of nowhere, and you definitely can't let that flow by itself in the air. Yeah, so I know that this probably isn't the most efficient way to spawn proof, but it's definitely the most fun in my opinion. And look at how many mobs are spawning in there. Just from blowing up all this space, all the mobs are being condensed in that one little hallway, since they can't spawn on the bridge. That's a good sign, because once I get on the bridge, I'm going to be out of range of that hallway. So the spawn on the bridge is going to be very compact and dense. Let's see if I can get this one. Okay. Okay. See, that's why it's good to be high up, because you have a little bit more time to recover. If I was lower to the ground, I definitely would have hit the lava. Yeah, this might be a little risky for just a couple blocks, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist once I set my mind to something, so don't judge me. And just to get rid of the last couple more beds without having to break these blocks with my pickaxe, because I mean, I already made them, why not use them? Another close call and save. And yes, I'm even using it to blow up glass. I'm not even trying to collect this glass because I definitely have a few villagers that can get me tons of the stuff for free. And I still have plenty of beds to get rid of. If you think about it, it's kind of like doing a manual tunnel bore, except I'm not making a tunnel, I'm using it for surface clearing. Speaking of which, I do have another tunnel bore. I might show you guys that later because I use it for collecting netherite. So what are some fun things you guys like to do in Minecraft that are a bit convoluted, so to speak? Because I definitely didn't have to do this, but it was fun. I put down some more glass along the bridge. And as you can see, the bottom is nice and even, and I cleared up that extra bit. Looking around, there's nothing spawning with me standing here. Even though we can see all that land, I'm way out of spawning range. So anyway, that's how I spawn proof the nether. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next time we're gonna be going ahead and setting up some trident killers. So remember, love, peace, and wave grease. See you tomorrow.